Hey guys, my name is Shaaanelle with the 3 A's here on YouTube, 1A in real life, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be doing the blue look that I owe you guys. So if you're following my color series, I did green in February for St. Patrick's Day. I did the purple palette from the ColourPop little vault in April for Easter, and now I have this blue palette. So we're going to do blue today. This palette is called Blue Moon. It came in the ColourPop's little color vault 9 palette thingy, not 9 palette, 6 palette pan, 6 palette, 9 pan palette thingy. I don't know, but I showed you guys it in my green video, and I'm not gonna bust it out again. So if you need to know what it looked like, go to the green video and I will show you. But let's get into the palette. These are the colors in the palette that we're working with today. Hopefully we can pull something real cute out of this. I'm actually going to follow Arnell's fox eye method, the method that she used to get the fox eye trend. I'm actually gonna follow her method today, but it's just gonna be obviously with this blue palette instead of the darker colors that she used in her video. So we're gonna follow Arnell's method and we're gonna get snatched. We're gonna snatch our face. We're gonna get snatched and try this little fox eye trend. So let's get into it. So she started off by priming her eyes. She used a Benefit eye primer called Lemonade or something like that. I don't have that, so I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer for my eyes. Okay, I don't even have brushes. Okay, now that I have brushes and I can finally work, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter primer because it's the only eye primer that I have. And I'm gonna put this on my eyes to replace the Benefit one that she used. She said that her Benefit one had color in it so that it like neutralizes your eyeball or something like that, but this Fenty Beauty one doesn't do that. It's like Invisipink. So I'm actually gonna blend it out with my finger. I was gonna use a brush, but I'm just gonna use my finger and put this all over my eyelid. She's using cool tones, so all of these blues are cool toned actually. I mean, some of them have a little bit of a warmth to it, but these are cool tone blues. So we good there. Okay, so she did her eyes. She basically did for her eyes, she did like this like swoopy type of thing right here to lift her eye up. So with this blue palette, we're gonna do kind of the same thing and we're gonna lift our eyes up. So let's start with, let me actually swatch these because last time when I used the purple palette, I didn't swatch nothing. And I was like, oh, this color is not what I thought it was. So swatching probably helps. So I'm gonna start with Fine China right here. And I'm taking this on a Morphe M330 and I'm just gonna start placing it on the outside of my eye. Okay, I didn't pick up nothing. On the outside of my eye. I think I need a smaller brush. Let me get a smaller little bank pen. Okay, so I switched over to a Morphe MB18. It's like the small little dome brush. And I'm gonna use this instead because the other brush was like, it was doing too much. So I'm placing this on the outer corner of my eye and kind of swooping it up as best as I can and just focusing it on the outer V. Okay, so I placed Fine China all over my eye, and it's getting a little hectic. So So I'm gonna clean this up with the color Starry Eyed, which is this light blue color right here. I'm gonna take Starry Eyed and I'm just gonna kind of clean this up. I'm going back to the M330. Tap it off a little bit. And I'm just gonna kind of try to clean up this area and diffuse it a little bit as best as I can. I'm going back with fine china on this this e.l.f. brush. I don't know what this brush is called, but it's like this little, I don't know, dome brush type deal, but it's a little more looser than the first brush that I was using. So I'm taking fine china again. I'm just gonna bring it kind of back a little bit towards the outer wing area, and this color I'm kind of dragging up. The other color, the Starry Eyed, was used to just kind of diffuse it, but now this I'm dragging up like that. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the shadow on this eye is kind of sticking in a weird way. So I'm trying to just even it out, but it's giving me a little bit of trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that before I make this any worse. And I'm just gonna take Moonlight, which is this powder blue color right here. And I'm going to use Moonlight and put it on my lid. Oh, this eye's coming out kind of bomb. Okay, I see what's going on. This is coming out kind of bomb. I have a nice little like color gradient right now going on between the dark blue fine china and then the Starry Eyed up here and then this Moonlight. Yeah, I'm getting a little, okay. Let me do the other eye. Okay, we have our little blue gradient type thing going on. We're gonna press because we're gonna press. Okay, so getting into the face, she used a primer that I don't have, but it was a hydrating primer that she used. So I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas hydrating primer. And I'm just gonna prime my face with this. Hopefully some of that blue on my fingers doesn't get on my face. Okay, so the primer's on. Apart from never doing my eyes first, I also never do my concealer first, but that's what she did. And she told us to try this to see if it came out bomb, so I'm gonna try it. She took the Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Warm Sand, which I also have. And she put this one on first. She didn't do her nose. I actually do my nose, but we doing our makeup like Arnell today. So she didn't do her nose. After she put the concealer on, she went ahead and she blended it out with like a sponge that has kind of like a straight point on the end. I don't have that, but this diamond sponge will work just as well because it has all these little straight edges. So we're gonna use this little diamond sponge and blend out our concealer and try to keep the straight edge. So I'm just pinching the sponge to get one of the little corners a little better. That way I can get a straighter line. Okay, so after she did that and blended that out, she went back with a lighter concealer, a bright ass concealer. I don't think I have a concealer that bright. So I'm gonna use ColourPop's No Filter Concealer in medium dark 32. I normally use medium dark 36 whenever I'm concealing underneath my eyes. So hopefully this is a little bit brighter. It's not gonna be bright enough. I already see it. Hold on. Let me just, for the sake of doing the same thing on the other side, put my little dots on there. I'm gonna try this Morphe concealer in the shade Macchiato and see if this is bright enough, because the concealer she used was really bright. So it's a little brighter, not much, but it's a little brighter. So she put that on the outside of her little under eye area, and then she blended out just from here up, and then she got super hyped after she did this. Okay, so it's a little bit brighter from the rest of my concealer, so that is it. Like, it is doing its job, what I needed to do. Okay. Oh wait, I kind of see why she got so hyped. I kind of see it. Hold on. Okay, I see why she was hyped now. Let me do the other side. Okay, and that is again just focused on the outer side of our face. She didn't go inside because the little tips that she got and the tricks that she got, she said were just to focus from here outward. So boom, that's done. We already a little bit. Okay, after she put her concealer on, she set it with banana powder from Huda Beauty. I don't have that one, so we're gonna use our Fenty Beauty banana powder. And she set just underneath her eye area. She didn't take it up to set this yet. She just set this for right now. So after she set the concealer, she let it sit, which I'm apprehensive about because I have dry skin and I do not want this sitting on my face. But she let it sit, and then she moved on to foundation. For foundation, she used the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation. I don't have that. I have NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Huahine, I think it's called, or Huahine. I don't know what it's called. But it's a little bit too dark for me, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I probably need to mix the shades that she used, Syracuse and Tahoe. And she just applied this all around her face where her concealer isn't, obviously. She was also careful not to go into this little area right here in order not to lose the effect. So we're gonna do the same thing by, you know, trying to avoid that. I don't know how she did this. Like, I feel like I'm moving into the powder in order to blend my concealer and foundation together without it being on line. I don't know how she did this. What kind of sorcery? Like, what kind of, what house in Harry Potter do you have to be in order to achieve this kind of sorcery? Like, I don't understand why she set her face and then set us out on this daunting task to put concealer or to put foundation around. It's just too much. She did pat a little bit so that there wasn't a super harsh line in this area. So we're just gonna pat over it a teensy bit and then move around, go back to our forehead and do the same thing on this side without getting too crazy. But see, like, how like I'm trying to, and then the powder's already on, so it's weird. I don't know. All I know is I better come out snatched like Arnell, because if I don't, like, I don't know. Then she went in with her powder again, and she just kind of set the rest of her face. So I'm going back in with the Fenty Beauty powder, and set the rest of my under eye. So after she set, she took her Sephora Micro Smooth powder, but again, that's one that I don't have. So I'm just gonna take what's left over in my lid on this little flat brush and set the rest of my face and take the rest of the powder off. So after she did that, she took her little Dragon Beauty powder that she uses. It's like a peach color powder, and she went ahead and she put it on the outer edges right here, and she put it a little bit on the inner corner, and I think she might have put it on her chin and forehead. Okay, so I don't have that powder, like I said. So actually I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette from Colourpop called Chasing Rainbows. And I'm going to use the shade Wiggles right here because to me it's kind of similar. So she took it on her sponge first, and she focused it out here to kind of brighten. Oh, it's doing it. Okay. So she focused it out here to kind of brighten in this area. And then she switched over to a brush and she took it to brighten the rest of her face. So her forehead area, oh, the eyeshadow's working. Okay, so the forehead area, and then she did her under eye area, then she did her chin. I'm gonna go back with this brush to kind of tone it down a little bit, because it's a little too bright on the chin for me. And around the forehead area. And I didn't put anything on my brush, I just used it. Okay, so after this, she went ahead with a contour. Okay, so she took a powder that was a little bit lighter than, or a little bit darker than her skin color. So I'm gonna take the Hoola Caramel bronzer from this Cheek Leaders bronze palette thingy from Benefit. And I'm gonna take this little brush. This is a Rebel Edge broad brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna do my forehead like she did hers. Okay, hold on. Okay, so she did her forehead, then she hit her cheekbone a little bit, and she hit her chin. I'm not gonna put any extra on the brush when I do my chin. I'm just gonna use whatever's left over to get my chin area. Oh. Okay, so after she did that, she took some darker bronzers to kind of bronze her face more. And she focused it again on the side of her face without dragging it down into like this area right here. She focused it on the sides of her face. So I'm gonna take this Becca bronzer in Bronzed Bondi. And I'm gonna put it right in here. Oh, it's a little dark. Hold on. But I do look snatched. So we're just keeping it right here. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit with the big side. I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna blend it out a little bit on this side. This is the brush that I was using to set. A little bit on this side so it's not too harsh. This side looks okay, I think. This side looks nice. Okay, wait a minute. Let me bring this up a little bit on this side. Okay, then she took her blush. She took a MAC blush. I'm gonna use this Bare Minerals blush in Golden Gate, in the color Golden Gate. It's like a loose blush that I got a really long time ago. But I'm just gonna take this blush and put it on my cheeks. And I'm just using what's inside the lid. That way I don't get too much of it. But put this, and again, focusing it on the outer side of my face and not getting it too much inside. Okay. Boom. That looks pretty good. I actually look really good for this dumbass blue look on my eye. I actually look pretty fucking bomb right now. Like if I do this, half my face goes away. Like, okay, let's press. Okay, so then she went and did her brows. For my brows, I'm gonna use this Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ebony. And I'm gonna do my brows with this. She tried not to do kind of like too much of an arch. She wanted to keep it more straight outward. So we're gonna try to do the same thing with our brows. Okay, I tried to keep it straight under here. Hold on, I can do better. I'm not really mad at the brows, so I'm going to set them with my Got2b gel. This is just the Got2b clear gel. The Got2b Ultra Glued clear gel, which is what I use to set my eyebrows. So I'm gonna take my little brush with the gel on my hand and set my brows in place. After the brows are set with you know, setting gel, she cleaned them up underneath. So I'm gonna go back into the Too Faced concealer and clean up underneath my brows a little bit. And I'm gonna blend it out with this little teeny tiny baby little brush. That way I don't mess into my eyeshadows too much. My camera's about to die, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set, actually before I set, I'm gonna go back into my palette and I'm gonna take Starry Eyed, which was the second blue that we used to diffuse everything. I'm gonna take Starry Eyed and I'm gonna come back. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna come back a little bit because this one is a little bit like too perfect, whereas this one is a little more blended out, and I kind of want it to look more like this. So I'm gonna take Starry Eyed and just kind of blend it out a little bit in this area. Now that that's done and I kind of blended it out a little bit and blurred it out here, I'm gonna take a little bit of my Fenty Beauty banana powder on this like little fluffy base brush from or deluxe crease brush from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna blend it out a little bit in this area just to kind of like, I don't know, set and diffuse. Okay, so she went back into her palette and she kind of deepened up her eye look a little bit. I'm actually gonna do the same thing because this is a little bright. It looks good, but it's a little bit bright. So I'm gonna take Clued In, which is the deepest blue in this palette. And I'm gonna put this right down here to bring a little more depth. Oh, this is looking good. I don't know if the colors are looking the same on camera as they are in real life, but this is looking pretty good. Like, wow. Blend it a little bit. So I'm gonna blend this out just a tad. I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing that I'm seeing, but this is not looking bad at all. So I'm gonna do underneath my eye now really quickly. I have some liners. So I have this ColourPop cream gel liner in the color Showdown, which is just this navy blue type of color. And, or do I wanna do black? I'm gonna use Showdown first because I don't know what I wanna use. So I'm gonna take Showdown right here, just on the outer edge of my waterline area. Okay, like that. I don't know if you guys can see what I did, but I put that in there. And then on my smallest brush, I'm gonna go back into the dark eyeshadow, which was Clued In, and I'm gonna put it a little bit back here as well. I'm gonna take this peach color called Honey Dude, and I'm gonna put this on the inner area where I didn't put the blue. It's kind of turning into like this sky blue color. I like it a lot. Now Arnell couldn't do this because she has what Alyssa, her sister, likes to call flappy folds. So she wasn't able to do the actual fox eye part right here where it goes down in two. But I don't have that problem, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just take my blue liner and draw down in the corner of my eye, and then draw back up into my eye. And I'm just gonna line my eye a little bit for when I put on lashes. Okay, that's good enough for me. It's good enough. So I'm actually gonna take a shimmery shade, and I wanna put one right down here where I left this area kind of blank and I did the brighter eyeliner. And let's see which shade is gonna look the cutest on this eye look. Okay, so I'm gonna use Lumi, which is this color right here. And I'm gonna use Tide Pool, which is this shimmery blue right here. So I'm gonna take Lumi first because it's brighter and I don't wanna mess up my brush. And I just have like this little flat brush. I'm taking Lumi and I'm gonna put it right here, right above my fox eye that I created, like that. And instead of doing like the inner corner where I like do a circle, I'm just doing a line and following kind of my liner area, my eye area, so that we keep with the fox eye look. I don't wanna like round anything out, so. Okay, so there's Lumi, and then I'm gonna take Tide Pool, and I'm gonna put it down in here. I'm actually kind of liking this blue look. Like, I'm not too mad about it. Okay, let's finish. So for my nose, I'm gonna bronze my nose really quick with the Hoola Benefit bronzer, and this is just the regular Hoola bronzer. I'm just taking it on the little brush that came with my thingy, and I'm gonna hit the sides of my nose, not too harshly, but just a light little something like that. Then I'm not gonna put highlighter on this area right here because Arnell didn't do that. I don't think that was kind of the trend with it, but she didn't put highlighter there, so I'm not gonna put any either, even though I kind of really want to for this look. Like, I feel like it would set it off if I put some highlighter. Should I do it? let me do my nose first. So I'm gonna take the Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby, and I'm going to highlight my nose some, like that. I like a little right here on the side, like that. And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the bridge of my nose as well and blend it out like that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do the highlight only because I don't want to put the golden highlight next to all this shimmery blue color. I would want something a little more icy, and I don't have anything that's icy that I would feel comfortable using, so I'm not gonna do the highlight. I'm gonna skip it like Arnell said to. So now that that's all done, I'm gonna do my lips. No. Now that that's all done, I'm going to set my face, put on my lashes and my mascara. For lashes, I'm gonna use these ColourPop Flossy lashes in the style Chick. And these are just kind of like fluttery lashes, which I think will go really good with this fox eye type deal, where they're shorter on the inside and then longer on the outside. So I'm gonna use these. I'm gonna cut a little bit off of the inner corner because this was bugging me last time. And then I'm also gonna cut off a little bit on the outer corner. Now I'm gonna get some lash glue on these. While my lash glue dries down, I'm gonna set my face. So first I'm gonna set with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray, which I'm running out of. That was like the last, that was it. It's gone, there's no more. I need to buy some more. And then I'm gonna use this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Y'all, my edges are coming up. While that sets and dries, I'm going to put on my mascara. I'm using the Perversion mascara from Urban Decay. Okay, so the lashes are on. For the lips, I'm gonna take this I Love Sarai times ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Curvy. And I'm gonna put this on my lips first. Do I wanna do something darker? Do I wanna go darker? I'm gonna go darker with the BFF3. Then I'm gonna use this Just a Tint from ColourPop. This one is called More Than Ever. It's like a lip crayon, but it's kind of like a shiny lip crayon. It smells super good, like low-key you wanna eat it. Cute. Should I throw on a gloss or should I just leave it here with the satiny? Nah, I need a gloss. I can't leave it here. I can't leave it satin. Like, okay, I'm gonna try this Neat Freak gloss. I think it's from Shayla's collaboration with ColourPop. I don't know because it's all marked off, but I think this is hers. Come on, shimmer. Cute. I think I like this. I think I'm done. We are absolutely, positively snatched. So like, there's that. Like what? Okay. Let me wrap this up. Let me go take my hair out and wrap this up. Okay, so I changed into a blue top. I just kind of have one like this powder blue top. And then I have my little curly things down. But hold on, let me back up. This is the look. Ooh, I feel cute. I don't know about these little spiral thingies. I just kind of wanted to do them because I saw them like on somebody else and I was like, oh, that's cute. So I wanted to try it out, but I don't know how I feel about it because it's all in my eyes. But anyway, this is the final look. I want to thank you guys for sticking with me through this video. If you made it all the way through, leave me some blue hearts at the bottom. Yes, you guys, I'm really loving this look. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that you can see the last 3 palettes that we have. We have red, orange, and yellow left. Thank you guys again. This came out so bomb. I do look completely snatched. Like, I do look snatched. Like, you can't say, I might have to take my pictures like this because, yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys in the next one.